Shenzhen airport, and we're gonna check into our flight to Budapest. So it's quite interesting to actually try to fly from Shenzhen to Europe by the airport. So we're gonna take Hainan Airlines today. So this is what Shenzhen airport looks like. Looks quite nice. So we just finished checking in, and then now heading to the departure area, and then I will board my flight to Budapest, Hungary, and then from Budapest, Hungary, I'll head to Serbia. So yeah, that's quite an exciting trip. So we're now boarding our flight from Shenzhen to Budapest. So it's my first time to actually take a flight out of Shenzhen airport to Europe. So let's see how this experience goes. So I think it should be a good experience. So we're now boarding the flight. So the jet bridge looks quite nice. We're now boarding the flight from Shenzhen to Budapest. Then from Budapest, I'll take a bus to Belgrade, Serbia. So yeah, quite excited for this trip, and let's see how it goes. Hello. 全程保持电源关闭，今年携带智能纸箱前取出电宝的移动电源，如无法取出其内存保存源的电力品质可将不可能使用。安装行李时，请坐深以确保货道通畅。 After getting into the seat of the Hainan Airlines, the plane actually looks quite nice, and you can see here the headrest is actually quite good for an economy class flight. So I think here for 12 hours in economy class wouldn't be too bad. So yeah. Just got off the plane and we're heading to the immigration, and then after that we'll just relax in Budapest for a while before heading to Belgrade, Serbia. Made it out of the city center. Sorry, made it out of the airport and heading to the city center. This is what Budapest looks like in the morning. So yeah, we're going to chill in the city center before we head to Belgrade, Serbia. Parliamentary building, but the fun fact is that now the tickets for today is all sold out, so we couldn't see inside, but I have seen what's inside the parliamentary building 2 years ago. But I think this spot is the best viewing spot to view the parliamentary building, as you can see right here. But it's quite nice. So yeah, enjoying seeing this again, even though I have seen this 2 years ago. Central Market in Budapest, but unfortunately it's closed today because today is Good Friday. So yeah, gonna see other places right. So it's closed on Friday, which is today, and also Sunday and Monday. So we've been hit by the Easter holiday. Yeah. Street in Budapest, and it's so interesting to actually see one of the biggest frying pans that I have ever seen in my life, and with a Hungarian delicacy. So it looks really cool. Buying food here in the food fair, and then now we finally got this one, so quite good to try it.
Yeah, it's okay.
Wine juice?
Yes.
Okay.
Food fair looks like oh yeah, no, all good. Yes, and it looks like this. So I'm very glad that I've been to Hungary just to go for the food fair before going to Serbia. So yeah, just yeah, tried some good food. Now heading back to the ferry. Cruise to go around Budapest, and it's actually quite good to do this because you get to see a lot of landmarks around here, and the fun part is that you can do this all in 1 hour. So I didn't do this the last time I was in Budapest, but I choose to do it here since I'm waiting for the bus from here to reach Belgrade, Serbia. So quite nice to actually do this and see the views. Now is the best angle to view the parliamentary building in Budapest, and right here. So I think when you ride the cruise, you actually get to enjoy the parliamentary building more from a viewing spot right here. So I really enjoy the rides right here. Yeah. Outside the opera house of Budapest, and let's see if we can go inside and let's see how it looks like if we're lucky enough today. So this is what the inside of the opera house looks like. Quite nice. But then we can't go further than this because like the performance is at 5. But then I will take my bus to Belgrade at 4:30. So like this is the most that I can see before leaving this place. We're finally taking the bus from Budapest to Belgrade, and it's quite exciting because we're leaving the Schengen area, and then we're gonna go to a part of Europe that's not part of Schengen. So quite excited to see this country for the first time. Finished riding the bus from Budapest to Belgrade. So now we're here in Serbia, and it's a bit of a long way, but then we're here. So now we gotta head to the hotel and sleep, and then wake up to explore the city. So yeah. I explored the Museum of Yugoslavia. So yeah, the outside actually looks very breathtaking. So let's see what the inside looks like. We finally made it inside the Museum of Yugoslavia, and inside it looks quite nice. So I'm gonna explore this place today and see how long will I stay here. We're finally inside the museum, and we can see a lot of history of Yugoslavia and Slovenia here. Sorry, Serbia here. It's quite cool. Quite interesting because we can see that Yugoslavia used to be one very big country, and then after the Second World War and also after the Republic War, I guess, it broke up in 1991 to 2006 into like maybe 5 to 6 different countries. You can see here Croatia, Serbia, Sarajevo, Montenegro, Albania, and Macedonia. So that's why I'm doing this trip, because my passport is visa free for all these countries. So why not see all these countries that are not part of the Schengen area? So the office of Joseph Broz Tito, and then now we're seeing the photos that have been taken during the scenes of the 1980s. Looks quite cool. Made it to the Belgrade fortress. So this is one of the most important sites in Belgrade, Serbia, and when you can see outside, it actually looks quite nice. So yeah, inside the fortress you can see actually a lot of things. We're finally eating pizza at one of the best pizza place in Serbia, and the 32nd the best pizza place in Europe. So let's see how the pizza tastes like, but it looks really good. This one now, the Rosika Church. And the fun fact, this church is that it has been used to store gunpowder, and it's a military church during the time Serbia was in war, but it's quite beautiful, as you can see. It really reminds me of the church inside some like countries like Russia and other Soviet Union countries. After exploring Belgrade for a bit, so now it's 3 p.m. and now time to rest in the hostel for about maybe 2 hours, and then we'll explore the city again. So what I like about the public transportation here is that it's quite quick and it's free. So even for tourists, like you don't need to bring cash or use your credit card to pay. That's the thing. So get on the bus and then you head off where you want to go. So I think it's quite good that it's free for tourists and for locals to ride the bus here. Belgrade, as you can see, the city center is very good, the vibes, and also very nice environment. I guess I really like the ambience over here. Quite chill. To spend maybe a few days to explore this country and then move on to the next Balkan country. I think it's quite nice to actually see this because it's a bit different from most countries in the Schengen area. So yeah. A small island that's in Belgrade, but then the fun fact of this island is that it's actually well connected, so you don't really feel like you're an island, even though it's on an island. You're an island. Famous street in Belgrade, Serbia, and then you can actually see that it's a very nice street. So this street is actually called it's called the Kanesa Mihalia Street. So it's a very nice street over here. Yeah, it's walkable. Republic Square. So this is what it looks like. Has the National Museum right here, and a lot of buildings around here. So it looks like it has the Soviet style. So yeah, it's quite nice to go here for a day, and yeah, I'll walk a bit. So this is a very famous street in Serbia, in Belgrade. So it's actually quite nice. You can see many shops, and it's an old street. So here you can see many things, and also the oldest bookstore in Serbia. So I think it's good to walk in this street for a while, and then after that, it's good to get some food and then chill a bit. So yeah, this is the oldest bookstore in Serbia, as you can see here. So yeah, it's quite nice to see, and many books. I think this street is very cool. I'm trying some Serbian food and the Serbian beer, so it's actually quite good. So this one is typical sausage, and this is typical pork. So yeah, gonna have a heavy meal with someone I just met from my hostel. So yeah, quite good to meet new friends on this trip.